the other challenges are really around, the question is, how do you actually get a model to understand human speech? And how do you do so in a way that does not result in a dumb model? So I think this is always the challenge in speech land right now, is that in order to have an effective voice agent, you need the model to be smart, but you also need the model to be fast. And so I think that there's a tension here. And so if you look at, for example, Realtime from OpenAI, their speech model, it's a good it has a good conversational experience, but it's really quite dumb. Its tool calling is not very good. Its instruction following is not very good. And why is that? Well, it turns out that when you go to train the model to understand speech, there's lots of choices you have to make in how you build those models. And all of those choices come with different trade-offs. And I think that for a lot of cases, there's this tension. And so do you remember Moshi, when Moshi came out from that speech-to-speech experiment from Kyutai Labs in France? I don't know if you saw that, Moshi.
No, I didn't.
It's worth looking at, MOSHI. It was an example of a very, very fast full duplex model. But unfortunately, it was just so stupid. And so there's always a tension here. And so the hardest thing for us was trying to figure out, how do you train the model to understand speech while also letting it continue to be really smart? And it took us a lot of trial and error to figure out, I think, how to do that. To I think where we are now with Ultravox 0.7, which is the smartest speech model you can find on the market, and the fastest. But that took us, two and a half years to figure out. So it's just a lot of hard problems in model building land. And then once you build the model, you have to run the model. So we run all of the models on our own compute. And so you've got to solve inference problems at scale around the globe. So there's all kinds of interesting challenges out there. But those are some of the big ones.